Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing awesome today. I am doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread. I've already cleared the energy of the cards, and I've shuffled, and I've pulled 10 cards. I'm going to do 10-card Celtic cross spread and an oracle card at the end. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Always check your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs in case you have messages over there. Okay, so let's get started. Your first card that came out is the Eight of Cups. This card represents your current situation. The message on the card is, I accept my situation without resistance. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, mostly Pisces. Okay, so Gemini, this card is saying that a new perspective is needed. You're searching for the truth. You are retreating or escaping. You're taking a time out. This is a card of loss, feeling dissatisfied, disappointment. You're walking away from something. This is a card about abandonment, escapism, leaving something behind, disillusionment. This card represents a very small but powerful moment in time. You've decided to leave something comfortable behind, and you have come to terms with that. You've decided what dream you are moving towards. This is the moment where you finally turn your back forever, and before you take the first step is the Eight of Cups. It can be such a conflicted moment filled with sadness over leaving, yet knowing that you are doing the right thing. Okay. The message on the card, Spirit is saying, accept your situation without resistance. This is a card of desolation. You may feel compelled to walk away from a disappointing situation. It could mean turning your back on an unfulfilling relationship, job, career path, living arrangement, or creative project that was once a source of great happiness to you, but now only brings you pain. You realize that you are no longer getting anything out of this situation. Now the only choice is to put it behind you and move on, even if it brings you sadness as you say goodbye. Something is missing on an emotional or spiritual level. You may be trying to escape a problematic emotional situation or avoiding some major psychological issue and concern. You are trying to pretend they no longer exist, refusing to deal with them. You prefer to pretend everything is okay. The advice from Spirit, Gemini, is spend time exploring what will bring you true happiness and realign your goals with your values. And then what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation is the Eight of Pentacles. And this, the message on this card is, I dedicate myself to what I believe in. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, mostly Virgo. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're having a challenge with, an issue with. It doesn't have to. That's just the energy of the card. So the Eight of Pentacles is talking about having high standards, being dedicated, accomplishing something. Talks about repetitive tasks, having new skills, having the confidence, job satisfaction, skill development, the talent, the expertise, the commitment. You're being rewarded for your hard work. This is a card of diligence, passion, apprenticeship, craftsmanship, attachment. This card is known as the apprentice card. It can mean you've taken up a new job, craft, art, or activity. It's not an easy road, for being a beginner brings a hard learning curve and tedious repetition until you get it perfect. But because you have a goal and the passion that comes with a new endeavor, it's likely the bumpy beginning part of the journey will not discourage you. It says you are working hard to improve your skills and become a master at what you do. You may have recently changed your work, education, or financial circumstances, and now you are applying your sheer determination and concentration to master the new skill that you are learning. You are diligent and hardworking, and you are applying yourself fully to whatever is at the center of your attention. As you do the same task over and over, you work your way towards mastery of your craft. And through your perseverance and unwavering attention, you create success. There is a very hard-working and conscientious energy that is present in your life. Keep doing what you are doing, as it will eventually lead to success. Events are unfolding that will lead you to the right path. And continue working on yourself too. The energy you invest in your development will be worth your while. Okay, and then your third card is the Seven of Wands. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. The message of this card is, I actively hold true to my values. This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, mostly Leo. So this card is saying that you have the upper hand over a situation or something. You're standing up for yourself. You're defending yourself. You're protecting your territory. This is a card of protectiveness, competition, challenge. There's a discussion needed. You're at a position of advantage. Again, this card is talking about perseverance, maintaining control. Make sure you maintain control. This is a card of negotiations, reassessment, valor. This card is saying that someone or something has put a block in your path. And before you can move forward and continue on your journey, you have to face a challenge. You need to be brave, strong, and confident, because this is not a fight to ignore. There's just too much at stake. You cannot afford to give up, and you must defend yourself. This is a card that talks about responsibility. You are now in an enviable position and are being challenged by others who want to take your place. You've worked hard to get where you are, but some people covet what you have and are prepared to fight you for it. While it's flattering that they strive for your success, it can also make for a tense and competitive environment, because you need to protect what you earned and must continually prove yourself. Others will want to challenge you or take you down. Expect to see an increase in haters. Fight for what you stand for. You may also need a lawyer who can defend you. You may want to voice your opinion. Make sure you stand firm in your conviction. Rule out any potential threats or risks before moving ahead with your plans. There may be a block or challenge to the success of a creative project. But Spirit's saying, just keep fighting for what you believe in, Gemini. Then your fourth card is the Four of Wands. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. Again, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This is mostly Aries. The message on the card is the universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Okay, everything you need. This is a card that talks about reunions, parties, gatherings, a homecoming. So some of you, again, just take what resonates, leave the rest. This is talking about reward again. I believe that when the messages repeat, Spirit really wants you to get the message. So they're mentioning reward again here. This is a card of prosperity, peace, blessings, happiness, romance, joy, relaxation, community, home, celebrations. So this happy card represents a moment of celebration. Whatever you've been working on is showing good signs of success, so take a moment to revel in it. In fact, things are looking so well, you can use some of your gains to lay a foundation for the future, whether it's buying a house, expanding your business, investing, or even getting married. Okay? It's time for you to relax, enjoy. This is a card of fulfillment. It's the perfect time to celebrate with those you love most. You may be celebrating a wedding, a birthday, a homecoming, or a reunion. Relax, enjoy this special time together. You are returning home or to the people and places familiar to you. You feel supported and secure knowing you are with those who love you and care about you. You may work on improving or renovating your house or are close to finding a new one. Maybe you've recently purchased a home and are getting ready to settle down in your new habitat. It's time to pause and celebrate what you have achieved so far, Gemini. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Remember to take a small break. You are now enjoying a period of happiness and security. It's a time of peace and contentment in life after your hard-fought efforts. If you've been working on a project, you will have a reason to celebrate. You should be very proud of yourself, Gemini. Spirit is saying, then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen very soon in your life, coming up soon, is the Four of Swords. It came out reversed, so you're getting extra protection from Spirit. Okay, so this is coming up soon, so it's giving you like a heads up. This card reversed, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, mostly Libra. This card indicates a willful and unproductive ignoring of a situation. There is no refreshment, no insight. Instead, there's either denial or useless obsessing. Some of you feel like you're stagnating. This is a card that talks about stagnation, restlessness, feeling burnout, stress, exhaustion. What else? Deep contemplation. It's time for deep contemplation. You're awakening, you're re-entering the world, you're in recovery. This could be release from isolation. Okay, but yeah, You need to take a time out. Again, Spirit's saying you need to take a break here, Gemini. You need to take a time out to rest and recharge your energy. You may be working long hours, giving your time and energy to others in need, or are involved in a highly stressful and demanding undertaking. You are so close to exhaustion and your energy reserves are running low or are on empty. And if you do not stop and take some much needed rest now, you may crash and burn out completely. It's time to withdraw from your external world and retreat within. Now is the time for a social detox. Use daily meditation to calm your mind. You are restless and are wanting to do everything at once. Force yourself to take it easy to make sure you do not run yourself into the ground. This card can also represent stagnation and a lack of action, leading to increased frustration. Again, Spirit is telling you, Gemini, you may need to take a break and come back to it when the energy is flowing better. Don't want to make yourself sick, right? Then your immediate future card, you got the Fool card. This card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation, what you want to see happen. The message on the card is, I am guided and protected on my life journey. Spirit wants you to know, Gemini, you are always guided and protected. So this card is talking about a fresh start, an adventure, a new cycle, a clean slate. This is someone who is risk-taking, has courage. This is a card of trust and openness, spontaneity, innocence, freedom, new beginnings. Spirit is saying, you are a free spirit, Gemini. This card indicates that you are at a crossroads. There are a variety of paths you can choose, and the Fool card suggests making an intuitive decision, even if it seems illogical. This is a moment for faith and trust in the universe and in yourself. Follow your heart and embrace whatever comes your way. This is a card of beginnings, new beginnings, opportunity, and potential. You are being called to commit yourself and follow your heart, no matter how crazy this leap of faith might seem. Now is the time you need to trust where the universe is taking you. Have an open, curious mind and a sense of excitement. Embrace the unknown. This is about new experiences, personal growth, development, and adventure. The world is your oyster. Use your creative mind with a dash of spontaneity to make the most of this magical time. Relax, play, and have fun. Embrace your beautiful, carefree spirit. Connect to the energy that surrounds you. Tap into your fullest potential. Meditate if you are struggling with dread, worry, or self-doubt in your life. Be daring and carefree. You are a free spirit. Anytime you experience fear, Spirit wants you just to, Spirit wants you to acknowledge it and do it anyways. You know that saying, false evidence appearing real is what fear stands for. Okay? You're a risk taker. Then your seventh card is the Tower card. This is a major arcana card. This is a big message. This card is represented by Mars in astrology. This is how you see yourself. This is your self-image card. The message on the card is, I surrender and know how to go forward. So this card is all about sudden changes or sudden upheaval. Again, they're talking about an awakening. Maybe you're awakening to something. This is a card of disruption, disapproval, conflict, destruction, trauma, chaos, overthrow. This card's simple image indicates a major change in your life or your belief system. Spirit saying, be prepared for emotional upheaval and distressing events. This bolt from the blue, this event will create a spiritual epiphany that will allow you to eliminate all that is no longer useful or good for you. Lies and half-truths will be revealed. It is a sort of purification. Whatever is solid and good will remain. You will have a foundation that has survived trial by fire, and you can rebuild with confidence once the dust has settled. The Tower card is like something, and this is how you see yourself. So it's some type of upheaval, but it could be internal or it's external. Expect the unexpected. This is a massive change, upheaval. It may be a divorce, a death of a loved one, financial failure, health problems, a natural disaster, job loss, or any event that shakes you to your core, affecting you spiritually, mentally, and physically, and there's no escaping it. Change is here to tear things up, but Gemini, you have to know that it's for your highest good. You will come to see that your original beliefs were built on a false understanding, and your new belief systems are more representative of reality. The best way forward is to let this structure self-destruct so you can rebuild and refocus. You have no choice but to surrender to the destruction and chaos. Change on this level is hard, but you need to trust that life is happening for you and not to you. And this is all for a reason. This destruction will allow new growth to emerge, and your soul can evolve. You will grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient as you develop a new perspective on life. You may be going through a spiritual awakening. Break free from old ways of thinking that have been holding you back. Okay? New perspective. Your 8th card is the Death card, and it came out reversed, which means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. The Death card, your 8th card represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. And because it came out reversed, you're getting extra protection from Spirit. The Death card is represented by Scorpio in astrology. So this card is talking about stagnation again, okay? Or repeating negative patterns, or resisting change, or a fear of change, or inner purging, repeating negative patterns, going through a personal transformation, holding on to something. This card can imply resisting death and perhaps even stalling it. Letting something drag on beyond its natural lifespan will lead to stagnation. Okay? You are on the verge of a meaningful change, but you are resisting it. Okay, so that's following the Tower. The Tower is all about change. You may be reluctant to let go, or you may not know how to make the change you need. You still carry harmful viewpoints from the past that may interfere with a new opportunity. Because of your refusal, life has stagnated and you feel stuck in limbo. The advice from Spirit, Gemini, is embrace change rather than resist it. See what wonderful opportunities become available when you say yes to change. As you learn to release the past and surrender to the present, the future becomes even brighter. Lie down. That's just my little Jack Russell. You are going through a massive personal transformation, often in private and out of view from others. Excuse me. You are releasing what no longer serves you so that you can make space for the new to emerge. And then your 9th card is the Page of Cups. This can be male or female in a general reading like this. The message on the card is, I am as young as I choose to feel. This is your hopes and fears card, what you hope for and fear. Okay? So this card is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This card is talking about going in a new direction. This is your inner child. The Page of Cups is someone who has their head in the clouds, is volatile, can be aggressive sometimes. This is a card talking about creative opportunities, intuitive messages. The Page of Cups is curious, courageous, hasty. This is a card that talks about innocence. It could represent a new romance or a close friend. The Page of Cups is kind, imaginative, sensitive. You may be receiving a surprise when the Page of Cups comes out in a reading. Pages represent messages, so you may be receiving a message about a loved one or a creative project or some type of love note. Okay. The Page of Cups, it can be a bit of a daydreamer, can be sympathetic, naive a little bit. So this card is telling you that creative inspiration often comes out of the blue and only when you are open to it. Your creative energy is flowing, and now the question is, how will you express it? Have an open and curious mind. Be open to anything. Embrace your inner child and believe that anything is possible. Explore a new facet of yourself. Explore your creative, emotional self. You may start a new art class, read books about how to express your feelings, or learn more about developing your psychic abilities. Spirit's saying, trust your intuition and be open to all the intuitive messages that are coming your way. You will receive an unexpected and pleasant surprise related to the emotions, intuition, or creative endeavors. It might be the birth of a baby, an engagement or marriage, a new love interest, or the offer of a new project. So there you go. And then your future card, if all is to remain as is the 10 of Wands. And it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. The 10 of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. So this indicates not that you've taken on too much, but have shirked your responsibilities. And if you don't pick up your fair share, someone else is going to have to do it. This card is talking about burnout, so you have to be very careful. They've already warned you about that, about feeling like you're doing it all, carrying the burden. You need to delegate, you need to release, okay? This is a card saying that you're not able to delegate, or failure to delegate. You're shouldering too much responsibility. So if nothing changes, if it all, like, this is your future card, long-term future. So really make sure you're, just take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? You are taking on extra burden, a heavier workload. So Spirit's like, you know, again, you don't want to like get sick and burn yourself out being too overwhelmed. Don't let your ego get in the way. Ask for help. So either you're doing too much, or you've shirked your responsibilities. So for any of you that are, you know, doing too much by yourself, your effort to be everything to everyone, you have found yourself struggling under the weight of it all. Again, delegate and share the work. You don't have to do it all alone. And be firm in saying no to things you know you can't take on. Spirit's saying, put your self-care and well-being first. Put your own oxygen mask on before helping others. You are carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, but you are keeping it private and are unwilling to share your burden with others. You may be grappling with emotional trauma, carrying a dark secret, or dealing with increased responsibilities. It may be a huge relief to you when you do share some of this burden with others, because they are willing to support you. You may be holding on to this burden when you do not need to do so. And if you're going through a rough time, the the 10 of Wands reverse is letting you know that it's going to pass soon. You will be releasing yourself from additional responsibilities, Spirit said. You could also benefit from better organization and prioritization. And you will enjoy the lightness that comes when you decide to release these burdens. Okay? And then the last card I want to do for you here is your oracle card. So Spirit, can I please just have one last oracle card for Gemini? What guidance, insight, clarification, confirmation can you please give Gemini? Thank you. Okay, so your last message is denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay, so this is kind of what Spirit has already been talking about with the fear. It is time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment, Gemini. Buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause disease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examining them in the light of day with love and compassion will you banish them from your life. It may bring you pain and heartache to reflect upon these situations again, but you are only giving them power by suppressing them. The dangerous seeds of denial will grow and spread and manifest unless you uproot them, examine them, and release them. This is the only way to become whole and healthy. Learn not to bury painful emotions in the first place. Deal with them head on and take all the time you need to neutralize them without hiding them. Your soul wants to live honestly and authentically in the now. Don't hinder it by placing emotional landmines on its path. Okay, so that's your reading, Gemini. If this reading resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you want your own personal reading, I'll leave my email underneath the video, and you can email me and we can chat about that. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel these messages to you from Spirit today. I'm truly very grateful. I'm sending you a big hug. And remember, to thine own self be true. Bye, Gemini. Take good care.